Are we going crazy?
Look at that arrow appearing on the pyramid.
The tourists are not going crazy. They're merely witnesses to the last stage of a project that began earlier. Much earlier.
Rise and shine, dude! Pharaoh Hatshepsut wants to see you in her chambers on the pronto!
Senenmut is the vizier of Pharaoh Hatshepsut. You could say that a vizier is something like an ancient project manager. Whatever project the pharaoh has in mind, Senenmut gets done.
Good morning, Pharaoh Hatshepsut, holiest of the holy and embodiment of Ra, the sun god.
Quiet, Senenmut. We will dispense with the pleasantries today. Important matters are at stake.
Of course, Your Highness.
Yesterday, Hapuseneb stopped by for a visit. He was in shambles. For weeks, he and some of the other high priests have been receiving a recurring vision. It appears to be a vision of the future. You see, in the future, people will build huge warehouses that store all the scrolls mankind has written. These warehouses will be called libraries. One of these libraries will rise in Rakotis, though by then the city will be known by its new name, Alexandria. It will store all the world's most important scrolls at one central location.
What a marvelous idea, Your Highness.
Silence! The prophecy isn't finished. In Hapuseneb's vision, there will come a day on which this Library of Alexandria will be burnt to the ground, and with it all ancient knowledge of mankind.
May Imhotep be with us. Are you saying that future generations will lose all knowledge of the times before the flood?
That is a very real risk, yes. But we, you and we are going to prevent that.
How can we prevent something that won't take place for many centuries, Your Highness?
You are our closest confidant, Senenmut. You will instruct your people to make copies of all the world's important papyrus scrolls. That includes papyrus scrolls in Egypt and papyrus scrolls of all the major cultures abroad. And then you will build a pyramid in Luxor with a secret underground chamber. You will bury the duplicate scrolls in this secret chamber.
So that the duplicates remain intact for future generations, even after the originals in this Library of Alexandria have been destroyed.
Indeed. Time is of the essence. You will see to it that the pyramid be completed in no more than 7 years.
Why such haste, my pharaoh?
At the moment, Egypt is at peace with the other cultures. That will make it easier for you to get their permission to make copies. But peace is a fickle thing, Senenmut. Here today, gone later today. So we need to capitalize on the moment. And then there remains the issue of Tutmosis.
Ay, ay, ay.
It's no secret that our stepson has ambitions to take over our throne. And sooner or later, he and his henchmen will succeed. No, Senenmut. We must carry out this project while the balance of power smiles upon us.
I understand, Your Highness. Your Majesty, I will have some questions about the project.
Naturally. Shoot.
That would be less than favorable, Your Highness. Please, grant me a few days to properly think about the project. That's the only way I'll identify useful questions to ask you.
So be it, Senenmut, although we'd prefer not to waste time. Stop by on Friday morning and pick us up a cafe latte from that Cafe Pukos you spend your days in. We will hear your questions then.